Vinnie Jim goes off, bro, calls Lady Pinks out. Lucky goes off too, and she said, yeah, she's a fine ass man. Ooh, this fool said that Chicano rappers were embarrassment, bro. If they got locked up, they'd be Southsiders. That your favorite Chicano rapper's a Southsider, not a Sureno. If you know, you know, respectfully. And that Conejo is actually enemies, or his neighborhood is enemies with Porky, and that I could bump to and listen to. Peso, I listened to that. You know what I mean? Young Cinco, I listened to that. You know what I mean? Porky, I listened to that. You know what I mean? King Lil G, I listened to that. You know what I mean? Rico, Bands, you feel me? Even a little bit of Lefty, I listened to that. You know what I mean? Devour, I listened to that. You feel me? Drummer Boy, I listened to that. These are, and Drummer Boy's from
up on these clips with old girl.
Facts. Hey, I wanted to share something with a lot of you gentlemen will probably never experience. Never experience. What is it on this side? Look at that. You know why that is? Not because I'm getting fat, fool. Because your boy's getting buff, my boy. Or maybe I get too small shirts, huh? Nah. Hey, what it do, what it is, what it was. This is your boy Pocho, one of the Pocho podcasts. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications and support a real one in the field. What are we talking about today? The one and only HoodStocks, bro. Los Angeles Lucky with my boy Vinnie Jim. I interviewed him live from the project, Cuatro Flats Project. Salute. If you don't know, I lived in Boyle Heights. Yes, it's not East LA, it's Boyle Heights on the east side, maybe. I lived on 1st in Utah, actually in the Mob Cruz neighborhood, al lado de Cuatro Flats, in between the big flats life, Primera Flats, the Mob Crew, Cuatro Flats. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Chino from Chino Dogs, Cuatro Flats. Salute, the homegirl La Loca. Catching fades, but nobody wants to catch one with the homegirl because she's a real one in the field. This is where I kind of want to, I might have to get my sound effects going again. I just feel like everybody does that now, you know? But today we're talking about a super cracking podcast. This is why I was inspired to do this podcast and reactions, just get in the mix, because this Vato Lucky right here is not afraid to be himself. One of the best, if not the best, podcast. The only podcast I really be watching like that, you feel me? He shows respect, he's funny, he's not afraid to be himself, and today he was able to have a couple of drinks with the homie Vinnie Jim from Cuatro Flats. I really like his nickname Porky. I really hope, Vinny, that you keep the name Porky. I know it's a street name, but if you're already talking about the streets, why not use Porky? My boy is sick, man. I had never heard that in the hood, or like, you feel me, in the rap game, and it fits you respectfully, you know what I mean? Not Uncle Fester, Porky, my boy. But check out Vinnie Jim coming out of Cuatro Flats. He's a rapper coming out of Boyle Heights doing his thing. He was recently on the you can only see Lucky right here, but on the HoodStocks, and he went off. I'm not gonna lie, he went off, but he was speaking, he was spitting, and he was cooking. He was cooking, my boy was cooking. My boy was cooking, though. Ooh, was cooking. And that's why I know Lucky's a real one, because at the end, the homie was starting to get a little buzzed. And he could have got him to go, like, massively viral, messing with him, but he didn't. He cut it, didn't cut it short, but just, like, kept it cool at the end. So salute to Lucky for being a professional and a gentleman all the way through the podcast. But what are we talking about today is that this Vato said that basically all Chicano rappers are lames, bro. That if they got locked up, they'd be Southsiders. That your favorite Chicano rapper's a Southsider, not a Sureno. If you know, you know. Respectfully, go to the podcast and they get more into it. Vinnie Jim, Porky from Cuatro Flats is definitely a Sureno. He's not no Southsider. So know the difference. And it's a trip though, bro. Some of your most favorite rappers are the most studio gangsters you'll ever meet. You know, I go to LA a lot and I peek behind the curtain. You get to see what it really is. And it'll surprise you how many clowns, how many studio gangsters are in the industry. and how many trolls there are, you feel me? Especially when you're trying to do something good. Vinny's known for, he throws up a 4. A lot of people think that he's I was like, bro, you look good throwing up them 4s, but he throws up a 4. People think he's a norteño, a northerner, but he's from Cuatro Flats. That's his neighborhood. So they're, 4th Street, salute. You know what I mean? I used to live on 1st Street, so you can see how close I was. I still remember, if you go around my house, I was on 1st in Utah. You go back, there's a corner, around the corner, there's a liquor store right across the street. There's Dolores Mission. There's like the kind of new houses, but the projecties. And then there's like a basketball court, a school, and then right across the street, there's the bridge. And boom, Cuatro Flats is literally on the bridge. It's a trip. The communities are literally between one bridge and I forgot what freeway, like the 5 or the 60 or something, interchange. And they're right there, stuck in between freeways, my boy, the gutter. But respectfully, some real people coming out that neighborhood, really making a name for themselves. And he's just saying, hey, stop trolling me, all you Southside rappers that aren't really with it. He started naming names. And shout out to Porky, Vinnie Jim, for when he's sending out hate mail, I like to put an address on it. I like to let people know. And he told people, don't be doing no passive aggressive stuff. Shoot me my hate mail directly. You feel me? Shoot me my hate mail directly. So he shot his hate mail directly at Lady Pinks. Oh, mija. And Caponee, you already know I destroyed Caponee recently. That vato wrote a whole novel on my page. You feel me? Paragraphs after paragraphs with numbers and letters and indentions. And that vato did auto correct, auto cholo correct. That essay wrote an essay because he's really a Pakistani. So it's like, but hey, I'm half Irish, bro, so I can't even hate. You feel me? It's all love. We all just humans, bro. And real quick, I don't want to get too far off base, but man, I'm just having fun with everybody. I don't want anybody's careers to cancel. Who am I? Poor old little me. What I say don't matter, so don't get all in your feelings when I start to talk about y'all right now real quick. Just for a second. Let me just cook too, my boy. Because it's true, when I was in Los Angeles from 2001 to 2016, basically straight with like a year and a half or 2 in the Bay Area, San Francisco and Oakland, it would be basically an embarrassment if you put on Chicano rap with a bunch of Southsiders for the most part. And they get into it, and I really like the conversation that they have. It's very interesting how they look at themselves. I'm interested in this as somebody that was born in the South, raised in the North, came back to LA, and was not listening to any Chicano rap, and was wondering why a lot of other people weren't either. Because most people aren't gangsters, you feel me? And most people don't want to hear about it necessarily, you know what I mean? It's a little too close to home, you feel me? If you're growing up in LA with the neighborhoods that you grew up in. But some of these fools were real. He does shout out a couple people, Lucky, and both of them agree that the Chicano rappers, I'm going to start with the positive, the Chicano rappers from San Diego were doing their thing. Shout out to Little One. He's from Sherman Heights, bro. That's where my family's from. Rest in peace to my tia, man. I didn't want to say her name on here, but rest in peace to my tia who just passed away. F cancer, man. F cancer. And my uncle, you feel me? Passing away. When it rains, it pours, people. So love your family, bro. You never know when you're going to lose them, you feel me? And sometimes I'd be like, why am I even doing this when we got families struggling? But we got to entertain ourselves and have fun, man. And this is what I'm trying to do. Just have fun with all this seriousness. But they basically go off, bro. Vinnie Jim goes off, bro. Calls Lady Pinks calls her a B. Says that she ain't nothing. I guess Lady Pinks trolled the homie Vinny and said that he had, man boobs or whatever, and to put his shirt back on and, stop wearing the shoes that look like Norteño shoes, like red, I forgot what number, Jordans, and stop being a gold toes lover or something, you feel me? Lady Pinks, it's true though, bro. Like, Lucky goes off too, and she said, yeah, she's a fine ass man. Ooh. And then and Vinny says that supposedly Lady Pinks got trains ran on her back in the day, and Lucky's like, oh, calm down, bro, relax, and then you think that Lucky's like gonna be like, hey bro, be cool. And then he's like, choo choo. And he's like, what? Oh, so he's just like, I was the conductor, bro. Nah. I don't know. See, I'm not that really into all that sex play and stuff like that, you feel me? But it is what it is. If you troll, you have to be ready for it. You guys think that I'm a troll, but I'm actually just trying to be the voice of reason and troll a little bit for fun. But they were saying that she looked like what do they say it on YouTube? A transformer. they used to say that about somebody I used to date, and that's why she's my ex. But to be honest, okay, Lady Pink's ain't Jenny 6ix9ine. That's my wifey, my entertainment wifey. That's like a work wifey, and she's not. I just in my fantasy, nah. But Lady Pink's, I actually don't think she's that bad. I would take her out on a date, bro. I would take her out on a date. And Blue Devil, I would take her to a taqueria. A taqueria, not a... Well, I used to say taqueria. One time I said that on the internet with that fool, and he's like, taqueria. My bad, bro. I be on that. That he's not like, he's a Sureno, he's not Jenny 6ix9ine. He takes this thing personal, you know, we take these things personal. And so now you're rubbing up, lady, be careful, cuidado. You're rubbing up against some real ones, and real ones clap back and not just on the internet. So they even knew your location. They said, you know, if you're gonna run, if we're ever gonna be cool again, you gotta run with La Loca, Miss Lovely. Oof. I love her, man. La Loca, I interviewed her. Check her out. She's also from Cuatro Flats. Has an amazing story. She's been on Indicted, American Cholo. She's done work with Gotos a little bit here and there. Just all kinds of people. And she's really putting on for her community. And she's a beautiful woman that I respect. And she's kind of like a good model of how, like, fools, if you're a female in the gang, you can be respected. Even if you're beautiful, like, you won't be just looked at as a beautiful woman. Like, we all flirt, kind of joke with her, but it's all like classy, respected, like worship. It's all like salute. It's never like on some, like, you know, little thought shit. You know, like how you would never treat La Loca how people treat Jenny, respectfully, and that's sad, but it's true. You know, so that's cool. That just says a lot about Cuatro Flats. But I'm getting off base. The main thing, though, about this is that this fool said that Chicano rappers were embarrassment, bro. Lucky goes off, too. And she said, yeah, she's a fine-ass man. Ooh, that they didn't rap on beat. And that if you put that music on, you'd get kicked out of the car or beat up. And Lucky agreed with them. He basically said, you just get kicked out of the car, you gotta walk. But I don't know, getting beat up. But my boy Porky said, you get beat up listening to that music. He said the only music that they would listen to was Stomper and Conejo, or they had respect for Conejo. Turns out that there used to be a Cuatro Flats on the west side, and they went to war with the Harpies or something. You know me, street, we talking about the streets is cool, no prison. And that Conejo is actually enemies, or his neighborhood is enemies with Porky, and that basically a lot of Porky's little younger homeboys won't remember it, the ones that he's with now, but at one time they went to war with each other, and that Porky's lost a 14-year-old homeboy when he was about 14, and that they didn't lose any more, and it calmed down, but they were kind of always on them because of that. And so there is resentments basically, and what Lucky called bad blood. Bad blood is something basically between gangsters, is when you can't get over this. No matter what you want to do, you can't get over this because too much blood has been lost. Why it's really easy for Northerners and LA Sureños to be cool with each other because they never killed each other. It's the upstate guys and the Norteños that are tripping, and the LA guys dealing with their own neighborhoods because they get busy with each other. So, man, but he did say, though, that even though I could never do a song with him, with Conejo, Porky says I can't do a song with him, I can't do a movie with him, because Lucky asked him, like, hey, bro, you wouldn't do a song with him? You wouldn't do a movie with him? And he just says, hey, bro, respectfully, I can't, even though I respect him. I will say it is hard to succeed in this game if you let gang politics in any way hold you back from any opportunity, Porky. Only, and I understand totally your position, but I will give suggestions is try to be open to almost anything, because you never know what opportunity will lead you, your homies, and your family out the projects. Like you said, you wanted to experience paying for your mother's home. You know, like I always remember the show La Bamba, Richie Valens, you know, buying his mom a home. And I always wanted to do that. You feel me? And I hope that you get to experience that. But if you close yourself down to opportunities, you might not be able to be at your best all the time. So it's just a suggestion. Totally respect your point of view. But at least he respected San Diego. He respected Conejo, Stomper. He said Stomper was on beat. but the rest of them were trash. That he ain't bozo, you know what I mean, respectfully. You know what I mean, that he liked peso. He was sticking up for peso. That was cool. It was just a great podcast. But the fact that he basically just said that finally a vato, a fool from LA can admit and say that most Chicano rappers were trash, and they were an embarrassment kind of to the. I hate to say this because it's like these Chicano rappers like Lady Pinks and Caponee, they deserve respect because they put on and they did things when nobody else was willing to try, and they did. To me personally, even though I be like trolling or messing with Lady Pinks and Caponee, I still respect them overall. I want them to win. I would take Lady Pinks out on a date. You feel me? I could see me and Caponee being cool if we weren't, in this situation or whatever. But it doesn't matter, in the end. It's just a perspective on the internet. It ain't nothing. But I don't know. I want to know what y'all think. If y'all think that Chicano rappers were an embarrassment to hip-hop. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This was my point. I get all over the place sometimes. It's basically that black people, black culture, and hip-hop, they don't respect Mexican rappers because they think that we're Chicano rappers and that we're wearing size 40s and we have lokes on and, big old jerseys, and Ben Davis and all that, and Nike Cortez. And while that's all cool, that's not the new generation. The new generation is fashionable, wearing Hellstar, tight clothes, nice shoes. They're getting up, and that's what I was trying to tell Lefty. Get into the fashion, bro. Do your thing, So a lot of these rappers, why I got all involved on this is the first time I saw brown people making good music that I could bump to and listen to. Peso, I listened to that. You know what I mean? Young Cinco, I listened to that. You know what I mean? Porky, I listened to that. You know what I mean? King Lil G, I listened to that. You know what I mean? Rico, Bands, you feel me? Even a little bit of Lefty, I listened to that. You know what I mean? Devour, I listened to that. You feel me? Drummer Boy, I listened to that. These are, and Drummer and King Lil G are people that created the sound, and now these vatos are evolving the sound, and salute to them. And Phase if they want, La Loca with Lady Pinks and him with Caponee. I think I got my money on the Cuatro side over San Gabriel Valley, respectfully. But I play for the home team, man. I lived in Boyle Heights, Shout out to Mariachi Plaza right there, man. And so just let me know in the comments if you guys really were Chicano rap fans, what songs you really liked, and if you think it's an embarrassment, and if you like the new age of Chicano rap or Chicanos that are doing rap music or Chicanos in hip-hop. I don't know what you want to say. For me, I just want to say just fools that rap, you know what I mean? It's cool. Fools that are into hip-hop, we don't got to put a label on it no more. But let me know in the comments if Lady Pinks looks good, if Caponee really put on everybody, you know what I mean? If he's a legend, who you listen to. I really want to know who you listen to in Chicano rap when it was really popular. Do you still listen to them? And do they deserve to be honored in history, or are they kind of like a embarrassment? Because he brings up also Lighter Shade of Brown, bro. And you got to be honest, Lighter Shade of Brown, I was on the Blackout podcast. Lighter Shade of Brown was music that we bumped up here. He played about those from Windsor and from LA. And so he honors some of these vatos that were crossing over. Like I'm trying to tell Lefty to be more like Jenny and cross over. But he's saying all these other fools that are still bald-headed with the big pants on and the oversized clothes, that's not something that they're bumping and taking into the future. And just because they don't want to be associated with Chicano rap, this is my last thing I'll say is that Porky said that Lady Pinks is really hating on him because he doesn't want to be called a Chicano rapper. He doesn't want to be put in a box, bro. He wants to see the world. And what Chicano rapper saw the world? But Conejo. This is your boy Pocho, one of the Pocho podcasts. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications and support a real one in the field. And let me know if HoodStocks is the #1 podcast in Los Angeles. You better know. Let me know if you don't know if that inspired your boy. Blame Lucky because you got your boy on the mic because of that. That inspired me to get on this mic, get back on the mic. So, sorry, bros. Everybody blame Lucky for inspiring busters up north to tell their story, not let their story be told for them. This is your boy Pocho 1, and I'm out.